This is the Star News Brief. I'm Joel Iregi. Deputy President William Ruto could be forced to resign in order to contest for the presidency on August 9th if a new and intriguing court case succeeds. The case filed by activist Kenyatta also seeks to compel all the other state officers, including governors, seeking to contest for a different office to resign. Kenyatta wants the court to revoke Section 43 Cap 6 of the Elections Act 2012 for exempting the deputy president and governors from resigning 6 months before elections. Ruto's resignation would mean going into the presidential contest without the trappings of power and state resources. It remains to be seen whether Attorney General Kariuki would support the petition, as pro-handshake crusaders have previously asked Ruto to resign. Get a copy of the Star e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com. Deputy President William Ruto has launched an aggressive firefighting campaign to control further damage to his presidential bid following warmongering remarks by one of his close allies. Fearing that the Madoadoa slur had assumed political dimension, the deputy president yesterday warned his Tanga troops to be mindful of their language. The slur was quickly being turned into political fodder by the DP's rivals. Coincidentally, Ruto was among those accused of being major perpetrators of the 2007-2008 violence that landed him at the ICC. President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM boss Raila Odinga would be forced to work with tight timelines to have the Azimio la Umoja coalition in place ahead of the August 9th election. With less than 8 months to the polls, the duo is rushing to entrench the Azimio coalition party, Raila's political machine, into law. According to the political party's Amendment Bill 2021, a coalition party must be in place 4 months before the polls. This means any coalition party must be in existence as a legal entity by April 9th. For parents whose children develop acute myeloid leukemia, the diagnosis can be a brutal journey. The symptoms are often confused with other common ailments such as malaria and anemia. A new report shows, largely because of such delays, most Kenyan children with AML do not live beyond 2 years after diagnosis. Children in rich countries have up to 70% likelihood of living for at least another 5 years after the diagnosis. The Kenyan shilling could depreciate further as the US prepares to hike interest rates. Yesterday, the local currency closed at 113.30 against the greenback, compared to 113.17 on Friday last week. Yesterday, the International Monetary Fund (IMF) said that, faster than expected, Federal Reserve moves could rattle financial markets and trigger capital outflows and currency depreciation. In a blog post, the international lender said it expected robust US growth to continue, with inflation likely to moderate later in the year. Get a copy of the Star e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com.